Hello everyone, Hachadino over here, and today we have another video about PoE2. Of course, right now, if you watched the stream or the last video or something like that, you might know that I'm playing Call Twisters, let's say. But there's a little bit of an issue. It was doing a lot of damage, not intended, of course, and that means that it got fixed, and now it does like, let's say, 80 to 70% less damage. But that's because it was bugged. It was getting the extra empowerment from the elements. It seems a lot more than intended. So when you throw the tornadoes, mobs were getting hit hugely when they were not supposed to. Right now, it's still doing decent damage and clearing, but I'm going to change to my expected build to Flicker Strike. Of course, I also wanted to get the Serpent Strike thingy, but there's a big problem with that one. Is that when you use it, it crashes your game. I think they might already know because I have crashed like 20 times already trying to check this. Every time I log in, I go somewhere, get a frenzy, and then use it, and then crash. Not much you can do. Of course, one thing that I'm trying to do, because it seems that there is still some things that you can do with Twister, like it's still shotguns somehow. So maybe taking the salvo off, because salvo right now it's giving a lot of extra projectiles, but it's making so the directions are random. So if you, for example, can get them to go all the way into it, I'm going to try with concentrated effect and with magnified effect. Of course, persistence is also very good because it makes them last longer, like a spark. I'm going to do some tries because maybe I think with concentrated it's easier to shotgun, or maybe with magnified it's easier to make them shotgun. As for salvo, I think it's not that good right now. If it can't, it is more coverage because there are more projectiles, but it's not very good. Of course, not much has changed from my tree. I just get the frenzies wherever they are, except this over here because I'm getting to it. And then my idea right now is to eventually change to Flicker Strike. Again, my idea was to generate frenzies and generate power charges. Use the quarter staff mainly for things to clear with like Ice Strike and Bell. And then when I have a lot of frenzies, use the Super Serpent Strike. And then I have a lot of power charges, use Flicker. Both of those will help me kill rares and bosses, but it seems right now that my single target solution with the serpent wind serpent strike, it's not working. So what I may do is on talent the frenzy things and get the power charge ones. I'm very close to all of them, and get the resonance. I will still be generating the frenzies from Sniper's Mark and from Combat Frenzy, freezing things. But I would use Flicker Strike when I get a decent quarter staff. I do have one that is kinda fine, but nothing crazy. As for what things I use in Flicker and other places, you can check that in my guide from last season. It should still work quite well because nothing got nerfed. Apart from the Eye of Winter in custom critical, that it doesn't apply critical weakness anymore. So that is one thing. And then I also may change some of my gear. Right now I'm using very basic ones. I wanted to get a Serpent Sec, but it's like 2 divines right now, so that's not happening. Balls is good, but I'm using a chest with some spirit. And it enables my custom crit and my companion to just have a round with combat frenzy. So I'm not changing that anytime soon. Maybe if I get a better neck. My gloves right now are whatever, same thing. These are just ones that I got. but I will also change this with power threat. Remember, extra power charge and critical strike multiplier per power charge, very strong when I will have 7 power charges eventually. And then of course get better jewelry because I'm ritualist and I get a lot of my power from jewelry. I have the extra 25%. Also do my ascendancy so I get the ritual sacrifice or the extra charm slot. I don't know which one I'm getting. And those are the plans for today at least. If you want anything to do with my build or to ask me any questions, remember you can check the YouTube or the Twitch stream. I'm kind of there. I have alerts to check the chat on each of them. Have a nice day, and I will see you on the next video.